Welcome to Verity Tales, your destination for captivating historical narratives. Today, we're diving into the ancient history of a fascinating island nation, Sri Lanka. This story begins over 125,000 years ago, possibly even 500,000 years ago, spanning the Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and early Iron Ages. Our journey starts in the prehistoric era. Significant Paleolithic settlements like Pahiangala, Batadambalina, and Belalina provide evidence of early human habitation. These caves have yielded remains of the Balangota man, anatomically modern humans who might have practiced agriculture and kept domestic dogs for hunting. The earliest inhabitants were likely the ancestors of the Veda people, an indigenous group that continues to live in Sri Lanka today. During the proto-historic period, Sri Lanka shared cultural ties with southern India, including megalithic burials and advanced iron technology. Sri Lanka's ancient history is also steeped in myth and legend. The Indian epic Ramayana mentions a kingdom named Lanka, created by the divine sculptor Vishvakarma for Kabura, the god of wealth, later overtaken by his Rakshasa stepbrother, Ravana. The Mahavamsa, a 5th century Pali chronicle, describes the original inhabitants as Yakshas and Nagas. In 543 BCE, Sinhalese history traditionally begins with the arrival of Prince Vijaya from the Vanga kingdom. He established the kingdom of Tambapani and is considered the first of around 189 monarchs chronicled in the Dipavamsa, Mavasa, and other historical records. The Anuradhapura period, beginning in 380 BCE, marked a significant era in Sri Lankan history. The kingdom's capital, Anuradhapura, flourished for nearly 1,400 years, becoming a center for advanced irrigation systems, impressive architectural feats like tanks and dagobas, and palatial structures. A transformative moment came during the reign of Devanampiya Tissa in 250 BCE with the arrival of Buddhism from India. Mahinda, son of Emperor Ashoka, brought Buddhism to Sri Lanka, leading to widespread adoption and the establishment of numerous monasteries and schools. Sri Lanka faced several foreign invasions, beginning with the Chola invasions. Despite these challenges, the resilience of the Sinhalese people shone through, as seen in the reign of King Dudagamunu, who defeated the invader Alara, and later kings who defended the island. Sri Lanka's cultural legacy includes remarkable construction projects like the Sigiriya rock fortress, built during King Kashyapa's reign. The island also played a crucial role in preserving Buddhist teachings, with the Fourth Buddhist Council in 25 BCE recording the Pali Canon on palm leaves. The medieval period saw shifts in power and capital cities. The kingdom of Polonnaruwa emerged after the fall of Anuradhapura due to Chola invasions. Despite these upheavals, Sri Lanka continued to thrive under leaders like Vijayabahu I and Parakramabahu the Great, who expanded the island's irrigation systems. The 13th century brought devastating invasions by Kalinga Maga, leading to significant upheaval and migration. This period saw the fragmentation of the island into multiple kingdoms, each with its own unique history and struggles. By the 16th century, European explorers arrived, marking the beginning of a new chapter in Sri Lanka's history. The island's rich cultural heritage and strategic location made it a focal point for colonial powers. The early modern period of Sri Lanka began with the arrival of Portuguese explorer Lourenço de Almeida in 1505. By 1517, the Portuguese had built a fort at Colombo, gradually extending their control over the coastal regions. These early incursions set the stage for a century of intermittent warfare and resistance from local kingdoms. In 1592, Vimaladharmasuriya I moved the kingdom of Kandy inland, making it a more secure location against Portuguese attacks. Despite the relentless pressure, Kandy remained resilient. By 1619, however, the independent Jaffna kingdom fell to the Portuguese, signaling a significant shift in power. During the reign of Rajasinya II, Dutch explorers arrived in Sri Lanka. In 1638, a strategic treaty between the king and the Dutch East India Company was signed to expel the Portuguese. The Dutch-Portuguese War ensued, culminating in a Dutch victory and the capture of Colombo in 1656. Despite their promises, the Dutch remained in the captured areas, establishing their dominance. A distinct ethnic group, the Burghers, emerged from the intermingling of the Dutch and native Sri Lankans during this period. Their unique culture and contributions are a testament to the island's diverse heritage. The Kingdom of Kandy, known for safeguarding the sacred tooth relic brought by Vijaya in 1595, remained the last independent monarchy in Sri Lanka. Despite repeated conflicts with European powers, Kandy endured through the 17th and 18th centuries. The Napoleonic Wars brought new threats. Fearing French influence over the Netherlands and by extension Sri Lanka, the British occupied coastal areas in 1796. By 1798, a new king, Sri Vikramarajasinya, ascended to the Kandyan throne. He faced British invasions, successfully repelling the first attempt in 1803. In 1815, the British launched the Second Kandyan War, capturing Kandy and ending Sri Lanka's independence. Sri Vikramarajasinya was exiled, and the Kandyan Convention formally ceded the entire island to the British Empire. The modern period began with the Colebrook-Cameron reforms of 1833, introducing a new political culture that amalgamated the Kandyan and maritime provinces. This period saw the establishment of an executive council and a legislative council, paving the way for representative governance. Economic transformations followed, with coffee becoming the primary export commodity. However, a devastating leaf disease in 1869 led to the rise of tea plantations, which flourished, alongside the introduction of large-scale rubber plantations. By the late 19th century, British efforts to staff the Ceylon civil service led to the emergence of a new educated social class, transcending race and caste. This period also saw a resurgence in Buddhist and Hindu revivalism in response to Christian missionary activities. The 20th century brought significant political movements. In 1919, the Ceylon National Congress was formed, uniting Sinhalese and Tamil organizations for constitutional reforms. The Donomore reforms of 1931 introduced universal adult franchise, despite Tamil opposition. The Solberry Constitution of 1944-45 granted Dominion status, leading to independence on February 4, 1948. Post-independence, Sri Lanka experienced significant political changes, including the controversial Sinhala Only Act and subsequent ethnic tensions. Swrd Bandaranek's assassination in 1959 and Sirimavo Bandaranek's premiership marked pivotal moments in the country's modern history. Sri Lanka's history is a tale of resilience, cultural richness, and enduring legacy. From the arrival of European explorers to the struggles for independence and beyond, this island nation's story is a testament to its vibrant past. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Verity Tales for more captivating historical narratives. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into the fascinating history of Sri Lanka, grab a copy of our detailed book version, link in the description. Packed with rich insights and captivating stories, it's a must-read for history enthusiasts.